Well, I would also think too that it's all one thing, that everything influences everything, and it's this ebb and flow of just all being a creative being, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would look at it like that too.
What are you learning about the guitar these days in terms of not only your technique, but maybe other genres or musicians you've been listening to and pulling influence from?
Well, I mean, it's never ending, and for the longest time now, it's like I've just been really kind of. What I love about the guitar is that it's. I mean, you as you're a kid, you get attracted to a certain thing, like what instrument or the music, I was attracted to Jimi Hendrix and all the brothers, and, Led Zeppelin, all the classic rock bands. They call it classic rock now,
Yeah.
And then later, through continuing to play, I found all this stuff, that I loved, But one thing about the guitar is that it's a powerful instrument because it can be very vocal. You can bend notes to kind of simulate a human voice. You can bend into notes, bend out notes. You can play chords. Not a lot of other instruments allow kind of flexibility.
Yeah.
You can play. It's a polyphonic instrument. You can play 2 notes at a time, 3 notes at a time, 4 notes at a time, or you can play single notes. And speak with a very kind of voice in any of those. And that's what's so beautiful about the way different people approach playing that instrument.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear somebody like, I don't know, it could be anybody. You hear Jimmy Page or Jeff Beck, and the way they approach playing the guitar as opposed to someone like Kurt Rosenwinkel or Wes Montgomery or Alan Holdsworth, It's like, it's the same instrument, but yet, all those people's approach to it, it just shows, and really it's the same with any instrument, But you asked about the guitar. So I'm talking about the guitar right now, but it could be any instrument,
What is it that you can say and convey with the guitar that you can't vocally, like emotionally and just in general as a human?
Well, remember you were talking about having good sound and being in tune?
Yeah.
I can't do that with my voice. I can't get a good sound and I can't sing in tune. No, I'm just kidding, but that's kind of true. But, well, I don't know. The things about, I just was attracted to the guitar because being a young kid and hearing Jimi Hendrix and the Allman Brothers, that's what drew me to it. And of course many others do, but, I mean, it just turned out, I feel like I found the instrument that suits me as a musician. And I didn't know that when I chose the guitar, but, I'm not sure if I know how to really answer that question. But
well, I guess I would say, too, that, it seems, I think one of the toughest challenges as a creative entity, whether it's music or art or whatever, is holding on to the childlike wonder of discovery. And,
oh, yeah.
Is that something that you've never lost and you pursue and try to hold tight?
Well, that is one of the big lessons in Bruce's world. Bruce would rather, the truth is like, last thing he wanted to hear was good musician, What he wanted to hear was that what you're talking, that when you hear a child sit at a piano and just start playing without having any kind of preconceived notions. When a child sits at a piano or plays a saxophone guitar, there's a innocence there. And, because they do stuff that they don't know they can't do. You know what I mean? It's like, and they can do it because they don't know they can't.
Yeah.
And so they do it. And that's what Bruce is always looking for in his musicians. And it was one of the biggest things he used to talk about all the time. And you asked if I was holding on to that or if I could still, dude, the truth is like, once you've been playing for this many years, it's hard to pick up the guitar and like not know, you know, you're not instant, you know. But Jeff Beck said when he picks up a guitar, he pretends he's never played one before.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's the most beautiful thing ever, you know? And that's why I got him. It's so spontaneous, and you'll hear him do things one time and never do it again.
Yeah.
Because he's not locked into licks, and you know, I mean, I always thought Holsworth had that. You know, like you never heard him play licks. You know what I mean? It's like this guy was open, and the music just poured out of him. And he did have that spontaneity, you know. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I search for it and I try, you know. But sometimes, you know, on a good night, if you can get out of your own way, you can do things that you didn't preconceive. You can, you know, you can be an open channel. It can happen.
Yeah. Can you hear me still?
Sorry about that. Yeah, I had my alarm set so I wouldn't miss the interview.
So I was going to say, too, to that point, I would think that one of the beauties of improvisational music or improvisational within a structured song is that it eliminates complacency.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I mean, I know that every night when we go on stage, you know, what we're shooting for is to have it be different than it was the night before. Even might be playing the same songs, you know.
Yeah.
Ultimately, we would like to have more songs, but you know, that's it. You got to stay together a long time to amass a large catalog of music. And so this is our first run, basically. So, you know, we need more music, but yeah, we try to approach everything with no preconceived notions other than playing those songs. And the improvised, you know, sections come in the music. All bets are off. Anything can happen. That's the idea.
Well, Jimmy, it's always a pleasure to chat with you.
Great talking to you, too.